Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, c'est vendredi le 7 octobre. Le mot de passe, hopefully you have already completed your Flipgrid for this week, but just to remind ourselves, moi aussi, moi aussi. Okay, aujourd'hui dans l'histoire. Aujourd'hui, c'est vendredi le 7 octobre en 2020. Emmanuel Charpentier a reçu le prix Nobel de chimie pour son travail avec une Américaine. Donc, ça, c'est Emmanuel Charpentier. Et ça, c'est sa partenaire, Jennifer Doudna. Elle est américaine, elle est française. Et Charpentier travaille, she works. That's going to be one of our TPR in a couple weeks. Dans le domaine de l'ingénierie génétique. Génétique, cognate, so genetic. L'ingénierie, engineering. So she works in genetic engineering. Quand elles ont gagné le prix Nobel, c'était la première fois que deux femmes ont gagné. Quand elles ont gagné, won, le prix Nobel, c'était la première fois, it was the first time que deux femmes ont gagné. Femme looks like feminine or female, and those are cognates. Women. Deux femmes ont gagné. The first time two women won. Donc, les deux questions. What type of Nobel Prize did Charpentier and her research partner win? Was it literature, physics, the Nobel Peace Prize, chemistry, economics, or any others? And then what was historical about their win? There was something special that was associated with their win. Okay, ça c'est la discussion. Il y a un listening quiz. So, la personne spéciale, she's our troisième personne spéciale, s'appelle Shelby. And it says yesterday. I should put Wednesdays. If you were not at Wednesday's live meet, you need to watch the recording of our interview with Shelby. So you can see that in the meet recording from our Mercredi folder, but also in the same file that you're going to use for the quiz, you can find the recording of the entire meet, and it says right in the form to start around minute 15 to see the interview with Shelby, which should help you with the quiz. Once you've watched that interview and copied down the write and discuss in the back of your cahier, hopefully you've done this already, that was part of your work for yesterday, we'll be translating it next week. So then I need you to read through that write and discuss a couple times and then use the form to take your quiz. And you do not need to use the exit, or I think I've changed it now, the listening quiz form. Not exiting class, so I shouldn't call it an exit quiz. Let's just double check. So in Schoology, right, we're not using this week. Instead, we're going to Vendredi, where you'll see this listening quiz that brings you to the link for the Google form. Okay? Voila. Okay. Next week, you are going to be submitting your quick write portfolio. So I want you to do one last quick write today, and then next week I'll instruct you on how we're going to submit that portfolio. So set a timer for 1 minute. I have remember goal here. I don't know that I've necessarily instructed you to make a goal. That's something we'll do more next quarter, but I do want you to think about, is there something, how could I kind of challenge myself here? Instead of just continuing to write continuing to write lists, can I make a cohesive sentence or even a few cohesive sentences? Can I use a certain structure like Ilia in one or maybe even a couple of sentences? So those are the types of goals we'll look at next quarter. And then if you could do the weekly check-in, that would be great. And then, just as always, practicing with la chanson. There are numbers in our quiz today. So if you've been keeping up with la chanson, our song of the week, the last few weeks, hopefully you have a pretty decent handle on numbers. Et, TPR. Remember, those are going to come into play in our stories. So knowing that vocab and the actions that go with them to help us understand that vocab is pretty important. Okay, I hope that you have completed everything this week without too much trouble. A bon weekend. Au revoir tout le monde.